So what you're going to experience is a true healing for everyone in the audience. Some will be picked out in the audience to come up on the table and experience hands-on healing from her. Next Saturday, she'll be at the San Rafael Church doing a 4-hour special event. And that's going to be even the next level of intense energy and beautiful healings. And just really just take this moment in. You're here at this moment to experience something that is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
You are in for a treat, a real special event. The energy she brings in is helping lots of people around the country, online, one-on-one sessions, over Skype. We're going to bring, well, all of us are going to bring in the higher energies today. The Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call that presence that illuminates the body, that gives it that extra connection to spirit, because it's really spirit that is the healer. So let's all give Kimberly Meredith a really, really big hand.
Thank you. A lot of healers like to talk about past karma. Is that correct? And go back about that stuff. Past lives, right? Past karma. And my eye says no. So I get a lot of clients coming in wanting healings and scans, and they say, I want to talk about my past karma. Let's do that. And my eye goes, no, no, no. Why do you think that is? Let's move on. Yeah, that's right. They're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay for a little bit, but they want you to move over here and move forward and move on into the future. Stay in the present, but start moving forward as soon as possible. And break the cord. And take your DNA in your body, which can be shifted, and move it into the higher frequency. Move out of the lower frequency and move into the higher frequency, into the 10th, 12th dimension of the God frequency. And see, they're blinking super fast my eyes right now, because as you're listening to me right now, you are shifting. The ego, I used to say all the time, ego or I go. The ego needs to let go. And when you let go of the ego, you're filled with love and light. And then you are shifted higher into this God frequency. And you're free. And you are therefore healed. And then these magical things start to happen to you. And you are more connected to the God frequency. It's so cool. Okay, we're going to scan. My favorite part. I even have some magical Mother Mary spray. Maybe I'll get to spray all of you today. Uh-oh. Where are the selenite stones? I love this song. It's so beautiful. Stephen Dempsey. Open up your hands and we're going to start scanning. Left eye, left eye, left eye. Often people say to me, why do you have to hear music when you're scanning? Ever since my accident and I started getting my mediumship abilities, I hear music all the time. Can't scan without hearing music. Okay, so you need to breathe a little bit more for me. They're giving me information already about things that I'm not quite sure they're related to what's going on. So I want to make sure we're getting the right mediumship with your method stuff. took the notes down, because every single thing they gave you is spot on. And they did. So here we go. Here we go. Left eye. Coming out. Left. Right. Right eye on her right leg. Right eye on the right leg. Right foot. Right. 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 Right in the pelvis area. Coming up. Right in the stomach. Right. Right in the intestinal tract. Right. 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 Keep your breath going as much as you can so they can do the scan on you, and then they're probably going to want to go in and do a healing on you. So I'm getting a lot of breath that's being held in together. So maybe we can all help her breathe more. Beautiful. When I go across you like that, over from the front over to the side over here. On that side though, it's on this side here they don't like something's happening. What's happening on that side of your face?
I had a bridge that they took out, and I'm supposed to get implants put in.
Okay.
Right now they're waiting to figure out what they're going to do.
Okay, well on that side, because of that, it's like weakening your immune system. So why are you wearing the collar?
To help with stability, and I'm supposed to have another surgery, and so the surgeon wants me to wear
on the brain or the neck.
Well, the neck, and hopefully not the brain again.
Okay, so you're wearing this to stabilize the neck, because your neck is very stiff and swollen.
Well, I can't.
You don't do chiropractor.
No, I
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
good.
can feel my rods.
Yeah, no, I can feel it if they're blinking. My eye won't stop blinking from that, yeah. So, yeah, okay. So, would you like?
Yes, please.
Okay, all
Can I
right.
have my cousins come and help?
Sure,
Thank you.
that would be wonderful. Absolutely. Where are they?
What? I'm just...
Okay. It's leaving her neck. It's leaving her body. Good. help her get this out of her head. Okay? You're gonna get it out of your head. Ready? Let's do it again. Kindly. Okay, here we go. Okay. Deep breaths are helping her. One more time. You're going to ask it to leave your head. One more time. One more time. Okay? One more time.
Out of my body,
Out of my head.
out of my head,
Out of my neck.
out of my neck,
There it goes. Out of my neck.
out of my neck,
Out of my head.
out of my head,
Out of this room.
out of this room,
And out of the universe.
out of this universe.
Now.
Now.
Good. I like your now. Yeah. Very good now. Good. Satnam. Satnam and amen.
Satnam and amen.
Very good. And I think she deserves a water after that. Very good. Get up very slowly. Yep. So I saw a lot of energy come off of you. That was very good. Let me see the back. Oh, yes. Wow, we should have got a picture of that. Very nice. Very good. Oh, you can feel it for yourself. Let's have you put your hands together and rub your hands. Do people know about that, rubbing your hands together and checking around your throat for lymph nodes? I'm doing a whole class about that tomorrow, actually, about your immune system and checking your lymph nodes and your glands, and I'm going to be doing all that tomorrow. So going around your throat right now, I just want you to kind of feel your neck, seeing the energy coming off of you like that. Good. Good, good, good. You're welcome. How are you feeling? Good. Okay. So we can talk a little bit more later. Yeah. I'm glad you didn't put your head over. Yeah. That would have.
And she gave me a healing. I lay on the table and I could feel, as she was working with me, there was a lump around my groin area, and I could feel it just go and disappear and get really small. And right then she said, "There goes your cancer."
Approximately 2 years ago, my partner, who I've been connected with for some 30 years, was having all kinds of problems, no energy. I finally took her to emergency in Verde Valley Hospital, and they said she was, her blood was low, and they gave her a transfusion, and we went home and she was feeling good. And then a couple of weeks later, we got a call from an oncologist that was notified by the hospital that Terry had stage 4 lymphoma. And we were looking for alternative means to heal it. But every 3 weeks, she was needing a transfusion to stay alive. And the lymphoma was in her bone marrow. I then got we lived in Sedona, I got an email from someone I know in Los Angeles who was telling me this healer, Kimberly Meredith, was coming to Sedona and recommending her. So we went. Terry saw Kimberly. We were in the audience on the public event, and Kimberly said she was going to pick the worst people in the room, and the first person she picked was Terry. She worked on her publicly, and Terry seemed a lot better after her experience with Kimberly. So we scheduled 2 more sessions, and they went extremely well. Terry did not need any more transfusions. So the lymphoma that was in her blood, that was causing the blood not to regenerate itself, had to have been gone. So I consider that a miracle.
And she mentioned quite a few things, which mostly, like, pretty much everything sounds correct. And then after that, she did a healing on me, especially on 2 separate areas, or focused on 2 areas. One was my lymph nodes,
Yes.
and then also on the kidney. So she did sort of a surgery to remove the energy that is not beneficial for me, removing some dark energy. So she removed it from my lymph nodes, and I'm checking it again, and it feels like the lymph nodes now were sort of swollen before,
Yes.
and they're not swollen anymore.
Ah. And that's in the space of how long?
10 minutes or so.
Wow.
So that's pretty profound that the lymph nodes are not swollen.
Mm.
On the kidney side, when she was putting her hands on here, there was pain in here. And she said it was my left kidneys which was the problem area more than the right. But there was pain in when she pressed it, it was hurting. And I'm pressing it right now, pain is much less, if at all.
Oh, tremendous.
So that's pretty amazing. I was not aware that this area was hurting inside until she pressed it.
Right, right.
So
But that was an area you came in to have healed, wasn't it?
the kidneys, both
Yes.
the kidneys.
Yes.
But she said it was one of the kidneys was had a bigger problem than the other one. So the one that had the bigger problem is where she did the work.
Right. So take me through the actual feelings that you had when she was working on you.
Yeah, the feelings were very interesting. When she was working on some parts of my body, there was a lot of emotions that came out.
Ah.
Emotions that I was not aware of.
Could you describe them?
Yeah. So I am not a person who cries easily. I'm just not used to it, I guess. But in some parts of the session, whatever she was doing, at some point I really started crying. So it was very cathartic in nature and healing in nature, just to let out those emotions. And I've worked on this a long time, but I was still holding grudges against some of the people that have hurt me in my life.
Right.
And I was able to release a lot of them as she was directing me to. And that was very healing. It felt lighter, just letting go of some of that anger, resentment, hurt. It was very healing to just let it go.
Yes.
Especially in my hands, there was a lot of energy flowing through it. And also, wherever she was doing the work, there was clearly a sensation of energy. Electricity is probably one of the ways to describe it. Just a warmth. There was warmth, feeling of warmth coming through. There was a sense of being supported and loved and supported and forgiven That was quite profound in nature.
Mm. And did you feel that was coming from Kimberly's personality, or you felt that was coming from, say, spirit, for instance?
I feel it was coming from the spirit.
Mm.
I feel so. Even now,
Excellent.
looking at that and rewinding my tape, I can feel that it was coming from the spirit. Of course, Kimberly was channeling it.
And so in this session, I think she did the surgery, and yes, you can feel I don't know how to explain it, but you can feel as she's doing the cutting, as you
Really?
can say, yes. So I felt like a line
Really?
going through the domino, and
You felt this in the first session too?
no, this one was a lot powerful.
Mm.
Yes, and I could feel the moving everything back in its place.
Wow.
That she said that she was going to put it back in its place. Because it was on the right side of the ovary, the inflammation.
Mm.
So I felt that she was working on that, but you can feel like the cutting or the
Really?
operation, the surgery. Yes, and you can feel as well the warmth, the heat, the vibration, and my hands. My hands are the ones that get really tingly, and the energy, and in the back of my head as well. And she did in back of my neck as well. And so you just feel a lot of the release of, I don't know, it's just, you feel that the body needs the healing, and
Right.
it just goes away. Yes.